Let's talk about potholes, because that's in the news today. An awful lot of money going down the drain, literally. UK drivers are paying £579 million for pothole damage to repair it last year, and that's basically coming out of taxpayer funds. Let's talk to Mr. Pothole, our favourite pothole expert, pothole campaigner, of course, Mark Morell. Mark, very good morning to you.
Morning, Mike.
Now, I'm also reading this morning that an awful lot of councils are not paying out for people whose cars are being damaged by potholes. They've got something like 60,000 complaints from people, and they've only paid out on 10,000 of them.
Yeah, I think they're abusing Section 58 of the Highways Act that gives them a defence, so that if they can prove that they got a reasonable inspection regime and repair policy and they meet those, they reject claims. But over the years I've been campaigning, what they say is an actionable defect is got deeper and bigger, and repair schedules to carry out the works. There's some horrendous potholes not that far from me. And they said they're going to repair it in 26 weeks. Well, if there's an incident between that 6-month period, they would have a defence in law. I think it's actually got to a point it's criminal.
Yeah, it really is. And I've noticed something in the last sort of few months as well, that an awful lot of potholes are not only getting more frequently found, but there's also great big, much deeper ones as well now. You know, so the roads and our infrastructure are getting sort of damaged with every single day that passes. I'm now, where I sort of drive around on a regular basis, you know where there are really, really deep ones, and you have to stay away from them.
Yeah, I mean, it's making people look at the roads in terms of defending their vehicle from potholes more than looking at further along when you were taught to drive along the road. Our roads are, unless the government invest in resurfacing our roads, we're wasting our time. 12 years of doing it. I've studied every aspect. My evidence is part of the Transport Select Committee inquiry that could improve potholes. We're seeing poor quality repairs. We're seeing doing repairs where the road isn't sound, a bit like a dentist, a temporary filling won't last, you proper filling. But unless you resurface the roads, I can't see, and I've got no faith in any government or any political party actually tackling the problem with our road. If you look at the announcement for next year's funding, £1.6 billion, and they said record amount. Well, 2021, it was £1.78 billion. So how could that be a record? You know, I mean,
exactly. So they're actually spending less money. And also the cost of repairing a car damaged by a pothole is now likely to be £300 on average, and that's if you're lucky, because all of this 579 million quid is being paid out by people, and it's probably coming off their insurance. Their insurance is going up, you know, more cost, more inflation, you know, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, and that £570 million is only from the AA members. I mean, if you include RAC, Green Flag, and all the other drivers that are on the road, you know, you're talking probably 3 or 4 times that. I mean, there was a study done a while ago saying that badly maintained roads was costing our economy £14.4 billion. So I can't see why they economically don't understand, you know, Rachel and accounts, as she's been nicknamed, that you actually invest to save. That's what you're supposed to do with in proper economics, in terms of understanding asset values and what they do for the economy. So, yeah, I've lost complete faith in them all.
It's shocking, isn't it? They've taken a slightly different approach in a little town in Wales, the Celriog Valley, a town where they've decided to put a sign up saying, "Welcome to Pothole Land." They've turned it into a theme park. Deepest, longest, widest potholes in Wales. 2 kilometres of award-winning potholes with very little actual road to spoil your fun. I mean, it's quite funny, but it's tragic in a way, isn't it?
It is, and I've done some filming with French television because we've become an international embarrassment. We're called the Kingdom of Potholes.
Really? That's awful. Because everywhere you go, I have to say, whether it's France, Spain, Ireland, Cyprus, whatever country you go to in Europe, the roads are immaculate. And we seem to have, by far and away, the worst roads of all time. But we'll keep up the good work, Mark. Good to see you. Mr. Pothole, still fighting the good fight.